Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Karriem Kanston, the encourager, here to motivate you and inspire you in your life, your career, in your business. And listen, I want to do a quick post about leaders lead, being number one at being number two. All right, um, leaders lead and being number one at being number two. And so, listen, there's a great book by Karriem K with the title "Being Number One and Being Number Two." And in it, Mr. King talks about you as a leader, no matter what position that you're in, no matter what level in leadership you are. Sometimes leading is so important when you're not the top level leader. All right, I'm gonna say it again. Sometimes leading is very important even when you're not the person in charge. And so, listen, leaders lead. That means that leaders step out. Leaders should be the first one to actually take on risks. Leaders should be the first ones that are at a place early. Leaders should be servant people, meaning that if you're going to ask someone to do something, then you should be doing it also, right? And so, being number one at being number two is a great book. It's in the link there by Karriem K, and it talks about how as a leader, it's just not about title. It's just not that you're a person that at the top. Or what if you're the leader below the leader, or a couple of levels down below the leader? What are you gonna do as a leader to make movement? And so, listen, I want to encourage people that you might have a leadership title, you might not have a leadership title, that you have what it takes to lead in a situation. You have what it takes to lead a team, to lead in situations that people are looking for answers, right? And so nowadays people are in a crisis, and in a crisis, leaders, right? Leaders lead. In a crisis, leaders just don't talk, but leaders do. I'm gonna say that again. In a crisis, leaders just don't talk, but leaders do. And so, thank you all for those thumbs up, those hearts, and those comments. And so, when true leaders stand up, people respond. I'm gonna say that again. When true leaders stand up, people respond. And so you might be a leader as a father, as a mother. You might be a leader of a team at your work, at your business. You might be a leader in a certain situation right now that people are looking for you to make a decision. And so, yes, all the decisions that leaders make or that we make might not be right, but I hope that you're making more right decisions than bad decisions. And also, we have to be authentic, right? Tell people, listen, I don't know the answer to this. I remember a couple of weeks ago, somebody asked me a question, and I said to them, I don't know the answer right now, and hopefully I could find the answer or find out who knows the answer, and I will bring that information back to you. So listen, there's a link in here in this post for the book by Karriem K, being number one at being number two. And it really talks about how if you're a leader below the leader or a couple of levels down from the leader, that you're very important also. And you should take your leadership, your title, your role, your position very seriously, because leaders lead. Listen, I don't know everyone who's watching or who's going to watch this post, but hopefully you've been encouraged, you've been inspired, you've been motivated, because true leaders stand up in a crisis. True leaders stand out in the crowd when everybody is running. I remember, the stories of young people in a time of a crisis, like a shooting happening on a high school, when the teacher was the the legal leader in that room, but the student became the leader in the crisis. And so, listen, why not take control and be the leader and make a decision? And sometimes it's uncomfortable to lead. I'm gonna say that again. Sometimes it's uncomfortable to lead. And listen, I can tell you from my own experience in my career, my life, and my business, being a father of the three girls, sometimes it's tough to lead, or it's uncomfortable to lead, but we are called to lead. And Leading is all about influence. You know, John Maxwell talks about leaders should be influencing people. And that means that we should be adding value to others. And so hopefully I'm adding value to you today talking about this topic, leaders lead. And so if we're not influencing in a good way, if we're not making an impact in other people's lives, then what are we truly doing as a leader? All right. And so listen, it's up to us to stand up. It's up to us for us to speak out when nobody else is going to speak out, right? It's up to us to be empathetic when somebody's going through a hard time and we want them to complete a task, but they don't have the capacity to do it right now because they just need someone to say everything's going to be all right. Maybe you need to say that to somebody today. Everything's going to be all right, even though I know that this is a time of crisis. This is a time of stressfulness. This is a time that we never seen before. But when leaders lead, their true character comes out. So listen, I want to thank you all for watching this. Listen, share this post with somebody, right? You know, somebody needs to hear this. I needed to hear it today. That's why I wanted to share it today. That when true leaders stand up, things change. So thank you all very much. Love you all. This is Karriem Kanston, the encourager, here to motivate you and inspire you in your life, your career, and your business. Peace.